So, what I have to share? I just came back from Iga, a place full of memories of people searching diamonds and slaves working and working in the mines, eating once a week, being treated in the most horrible ways we can imagine in order to have some few rich people getting a lot of diamonds, selling to many people in Europe, getting a lot of money and a sensation of what, I don't know. And it occurred to me that there are still slaves in the world. I remember a time in my life when I worked and worked and worked in things that I loved. I was working in bars and restaurants, and I was managing projects, earning by the hour, earning well. And every month I ended up having not enough to maintain my simple life. And I just thought that if I just work a little bit harder, if I just harness my energy a little bit better and take a grip of myself and be something and do something with my life, then I'll earn good. And I remember times when I had minus in the bank and I felt horror. I felt the deepest fear and frustration and a sensation of a failure that I could not imagine, and this drove me almost to go and get a steady job and leave all my ideas about spirituality and self-awareness and just get a proper job, just like my mother told me. Because in the past generation, having good education meant good life, steady job, steady income. We are in a different time. We feel freedom, we feel like we have a lot of opportunities, but we are so controlled by our own programming and our own fears of going into the unknown that I see people, wow, working like slaves, 12, 14 hours a day, not seeing their kids, not having time for their friends, and not having a bigger comfort or ease that you would expect from such a increased income. And we need to spend a lot more money for our health and go on a vacation because it's too much. We have to breathe a little bit. So I found that slavery still exists in a very subtle way. We are all the time being kept just almost enough. And the financial system works like that. The financial system is based on debt. You know, only banks can create money, and they give us money that they don't have. So since we cannot create money like the banks, we are always in debt. The governments, the countries are always in debt. And the system is designed like that. And this is the modern slavery. And we don't need to change it. We don't need to change it. We just need to take a step aside and say, not for me. And whatever it takes, even dealing with my fears of having minus in the bank, which feels almost like death, and continue in our path and open to abundance and realize that money is infinite and energy is infinite and there's so much of it around. Just need to learn how to channel it into our lives. And in this time, it is through creativity. There is no recipe for that. There is no easy magic formula that will just make you rich without any work. It's being really creative original, keep on trying even if you fail 100 times, and find what's right for you. What's right for you? What do you love to do? It's not a time in the world where we need to choose one thing. I'm a dentist and I'm going to do that all my life. Or I'm a mechanic and that's it. All my life I'll stay a mechanic. In the industrial society, this is a time of multitasking, just like the people of the Renaissance. And even before that, people used to be hunters and they knew about medicine plants and they knew how to track and they knew how to build tools and how to build their own houses, and we have all these abilities, and you probably have so many skills that can never be found in another person. Like maybe I'm a lawyer and there are millions of lawyers. But maybe you are a lawyer who speak Portuguese. There are not so many, there are just hundreds of thousands of lawyers who speak Portuguese. And maybe you are a lawyer that speaks Portuguese and also knows a lot about agriculture. So there are some people around who need just you. This special mix of qualities that just you have. And one of the big steps out of slavery is realizing that you already have the tools. And now it's about going out there, not knowing how you're gonna earn money, not compromising for something that you just don't love, and do what makes you excited and what you love to do, and make your hobbies and your loves your income, because you're the best in what you love. And when you really love something, you do it properly, you do it right, and people want a good job. So the insight of today: go out of your comfort zone, search the adventure of life, because the slavery comes through comfort nowadays, not through torture. The comfort of a hot shower and a car and everything on TV and just writing on internet and having our food coming to our door, it's so comfortable. It doesn't give us freedom. People, it doesn't give us freedom. And we don't need to suffer, we don't need to live in an uncomfortable way, but we need to always go out there, find the adventure, go into the wild life of the business world or the family life or the traveling, expand your horizons, see that there are so many possibilities and resources that are just waiting for you to channel them into your life, and don't compromise for being a slave, working 14 hours just to maintain a surviving life. You deserve to have time with your children, your time worth, and there is no time actually. Our history is so full of slavery, and part of our role in the world is to end it, end the slavery, emancipate ourselves from mental slavery. So where are you limiting yourself? Where do you know that something is great waiting for you and you're just not doing it because of fear or comfort? One question that really helps me in this theme is asking myself, if I had one more year to live, one more year, what will I do? What will you do in this precious time? And then the second question is, why are you not doing it right now? Why? Go for it, because that's where you should be. And even if you don't see where it's going to lead you and how you're going to make income for it and why is it good, just go there, and when you get there you will see. Up there behind me there are mountains. I cannot know what's beyond those mountains unless I go up. Only from the top of the mountain I can see the other side. And what really, really excites you is signals of your soul and divine guidance that leads you on your path. And when you're on your path, it's great. The life is such a beautiful adventure. Such a beautiful adventure just for us. All this playground. Amazing. Let's play. Let's enjoy because it's our right and this is what we came to do. And let's end the slavery. Thank you. Good luck. I love you.